Hey, this is Eamon. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can get booked painting estimates with automation. Now, I touched on this a bit in a previous video I made about how to create an online calendar, and this is a similar idea, except it's a lot more powerful. What's basically going to happen is that you're going to have the software automating the entire follow-up process for you. So if somebody shows interest in your painting services and they give you their contact details, you can basically follow up with them until they book their own estimate into your calendar. And it's completely hands off for you. So this can happen, during the weekend, at night, maybe somebody's up at 2 a.m. looking to get their house painted. And this is entirely hands off process. So first I'm going to talk about the benefits of this, which you can probably already guess. And then I'm going to talk about the software options you can use and take you into the one that I use, which is GoHighLevel. So let's start with the benefits. All right, so the number one reason that you should do this, basically, is that you can get more estimates this way, book more jobs, and make more money. It's that simple. It's why we're all here. And the reason for that is because when you have software that's automating your entire follow-up process for you, it keeps leads engaged. So you stay top of mind when they do eventually buy. Because if somebody's in the market, they've given you their contact details, they might have given other people their contact details as well. They might have scrolled to the second website or ad that they saw and put their details in there. But the person might not get back to them in a quick enough time, but you'll be able to with automation. So when they do eventually buy, it'll be with you. Because right now, at least as of this moment, most painting companies aren't doing this. So it really gives you an edge over your competition. So if you're staying in touch with somebody over like a 14-day period, following up with them and showing interest in their project, you're staying top of mind, like I said. So when they do eventually buy, it's going to be with you because you've shown so much interest. Now, the third reason that you should be doing this is because it saves time and allows you to focus on other tasks. So if you're getting 20, 30 leads coming into your business every week, they might not all be ready to buy right away. They have to be followed up with, okay? And they might be at different stages of their buying process. So this basically does all the work for you. It allows you to focus on other tasks like production, like project management, that kind of thing. So once the person is ready to book their estimate, they'll just book it into your calendar, which you should already have, and you can just show up and do the estimate. And the last reason is that it builds trust and it shows you care. Like I said, who else is following up over a 2-week period after somebody shows interest by putting their information into your form? For, I'd say 95% of the time, when somebody puts their information into a website, name, email, and phone number into the form, that's just going to go straight into the business owner's email, okay? And they're going to have to manually dig through it. And if they're getting, 10, 15 of those, it might be some time before that person hears back from the company. But this way, they hear back from you right away. So like I said, you stay top of mind, and when they do eventually buy, it'll most likely be with you. So this really does increase your conversion rates across your entire business, not just any ad campaigns. You can even have this in your website, on everything. So now I'm going to show you the software that I use, which is GoHighLevel. I'll show you what the automations look like. All right, so now I'm inside of GoHighLevel, inside the automations. And basically here you can build your own automations. So you can customize the messages, when they're sent, and basically what happens when somebody books, or you can control all of that. I'm going to show you the messages in a second. But like I said, you can do this on plenty of other softwares. In the video I made about how to create an online calendar, I use Calendly to do this, to create the calendar. And they have this follow-up feature for you, except it's a paid feature in there. So yeah, just consider all your options. Like I said, Jobber does this now as well. So I've got two automations to show you. The first one is for when the lead submits a form and they don't schedule. So they submit the form, but then they don't book in on the calendar. The second one is for when they do book on the calendar. And these are just follow-ups in the days leading up to the estimate. So let me show you this first one. All right, so the way this works is that I've basically created a workflow here that gets triggered when somebody submits the form for an estimate request. And then these are the things that fire off once that happens. So first of all, there's an internal email notification. So this goes straight to, the business owner, and it tells them, and it pulls this information from the form. So in the field where somebody filled out their name, it's going to pull that information. It's going to say name just became a lead, name, email, phone, and the service they require. And again, this depends on your business. Maybe you have another field that says extra information, or what should we know, or what's the scope of your project. It's the same idea. Basically, the information is going to get emailed to you just so that you have a record of it. I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but this GoHighLevel is an all-in-one CRM. So this person's information is going to show up in the CRM as well, not just in the email inbox. So that's the first thing, is an internal email notification. And then you can get sent a notification inside the app. So the CRM also comes with an app. So it doesn't just have to be the front desk person doing this. It says the same things. Contact name just became a lead. Check your inbox for their details. And then I have a wait step here. Wait 1 minute. And then basically this is conditional logic. And it's going to ask, it says, did the person book their own estimate? If they did, it's going to remove them from this workflow and put them in the second workflow that I showed you a few minutes ago, which is basically the things that fire off when somebody books their own estimate. If they didn't book their own estimate, these are the things that are going to fire off. So if no, first they're going to get an email confirmation. Hello name, thanks for showing interest in, and this is the company name. Would love to help you out with your, so this is services required. So again, this is the field they filled out in the form. Maybe it's interior painting. So would love to help you out with your interior painting project. We'll be in touch within 24 hours to discuss it. If you prefer to speak to someone now, you can call us at, and then the phone number. Or you can click this link to schedule your estimate online. And that link will take them to the online calendar. So this is basically the logic. Again, SMS confirmation. This way they'll get sent a message on their phone straight from the software. So basically you can create a virtual phone number using this software, and you can use it to communicate with people. And it's also on the app, so you can make calls with it and everything. That's basically your business number. But the thing is that nowadays there's this registration you have to do. It's called A2P 10DLC. Basically what that means is that there's restrictions around sending messages to people with these virtual phone numbers. So there's kind of a registration process where you have to prove that you're sending messages to people for legitimate marketing purposes and that they've actually opted in to receive these messages. It's basically to cut down on spam. That's basically how it works. Now, there's a 1-day wait, and the person's going to get another SMS a day later. Hey, just following up. Are you still interested in getting an estimate? And then it's going to wait 1 day again, and then send an email. That person says, hey, just wanted to check in after you requested information on our painting services. We'd love to help you. You can get started right now, again, giving them the phone number, or you can schedule your estimate online. Basically, just giving them all these choices, You can call us or you can schedule online, whichever one is more preferable to you. Because different people have different preferences, Someone might not have the time to call. They prefer to just get on the calendar. Now again, it's going to wait for 3 days and then send an SMS after the 3 days. But overall, it's 5 days. It's 5 days since they showed interest in services. Because look here, first waited 1 day, and then another 1 day, and then 3 days. So it's 5 days. So this is the SMS that gets sent. It's basically the same idea. It's just following up with the person until they basically put their hand up and say, yeah, like I do want an estimate. When can you come out? And this is over a period of 14 days. So the last SMS gets sent after 14 days. Hey, this is the contact's first name, business owner name here from business. We just launched a new deal for area. If you want to claim it, go ahead and book an estimate with us this week. And again, with the calendar link. Now, you might not prefer to do this. You might not want to give a discount as an incentive. It's completely up to you. The point is, this is a completely hands-off process that you just set up once, and then you can have every lead that comes into your business basically go through this process. So like I said, this is for someone that submits a form, but they don't actually schedule on the calendar. I'm going to show you the automations for the people who do actually schedule. Alright, so this is the second automation that I showed you, and it gets triggered when somebody books an estimate into the calendar. So the calendar is connected to the software, and it knows when someone books in on the calendar. That's why all these things can then start firing off. So when somebody books an estimate, it removes them from that first workflow, because that one was for people who submitted the form, but they didn't book in on the calendar on the second page. So it removes them from that because they've already booked an estimate. There's no need to ask them if they want to book an estimate. So again, things just start firing off automatically. internal email notification. So this goes straight to the business owner, to you. New estimate booked. Person just booked an estimate. You can call them to confirm it. Estimate time. And it's got the time right here. It's got the time and the date of the estimate so that you don't forget it. Name, email, phone, address. Because on the calendar, you should have the person put their address, because that's obviously the whole point. The service they want, and then any additional info that you might have asked for on the form. Again, internal app notification, confirmation SMS, reply with yes to confirm the appointment. All these things start firing off, and then here there's a wait step. So it waits until 2 days before the estimate, the day that the lead actually chose, and it sends them an email. Hey, this is a reminder for our appointment on, then it gives them the date here. We look forward to meeting you and serving you. And then 1 day before the estimate, it sends them an SMS. Hey, your estimate is scheduled for tomorrow. Please reply with yes to confirm that you're still available. Now you can have something just 1 hour before or whatever, but I assume by then you'd probably be calling the person to confirm. It's best to introduce the actual human element at that time. That's basically the idea though. So as you saw, it's very simple stuff, but it's incredibly powerful. And this is what differentiates you from your competition. Like I said, this will be working 24/7. So if somebody's doing this on the weekend, these things will be firing off, estimates will be showing up on your calendar. So really look into these, look into your software options. It can only benefit you. That's basically everything I've got for this video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. And if you're interested in Google Ads management services, then you can click the link in the top comment, get in touch with me on my website, and hopefully there's a chance for us to work together. But other than that, find this useful, and I'll see you in the next video.